Well, the day has come.
Oh, come on, sis. It's not that bad. I had 2 conventions, too.
Oh, don't even try it. The D23 episode was less than 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, look, this year's SDCC, it was pretty awesome, but damn, there was a lot to talk about.
Then I guess for the sake of your sanity...
To hell with my sanity for the sake of my throat.
We should just get things started, huh?
Hell yes. You guys ready to tune in?
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley.
And you're watching Bulletoon Weekly, the Comic-Con episode.
So we're gonna break down the biggest announcements by day again. It just seems like that's the easiest way to cover all this.
Also less starty-stoppy editing.
True. Alright, so first up, day 1. To kick things off, 20th Century Fox brought a lot of movie reveals. They started their Comic-Con off strong with Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Now allow me to reiterate, if you haven't seen the first movie, fix that. It's friggin' awesome, I promise. Well, anyway, Golden Circle showed off some footage and a new Red Band trailer which looked so badass. Then for anyone who's a fan of Archer, there's a crossover short. I'm not really a fan of Archer myself.
That's certainly a convenient way to say that you haven't watched it.
What's that? You're telling me you want me to raid your closet and show them all the unopened anime cases?
It's my way of supporting the industry. Yeah, that's it. Even if it's not really my thing, I like to buy as much as I can.
Oh, so you're wasting that money on purpose then? Oh, good to know. I should tell Mom that.
No!
What? Why not? She'll be nothing but proud of you for supporting the industry you love, I'm sure.
You want something, don't you?
Well...
Fine. Name your price.
Interesting choice of words. Don't worry, we'll talk.
Oh, well that sounds ominous.
Oh, does it now? Well, anyway, none of Fox's X-Men universe movies made an appearance. Honestly, though, I'm fine with that. The only one I'm even looking forward to is the next Deadpool.
You know, I don't think I've ever asked. What exactly is your beef with the X-Men?
There's too damn much of it. And yet for something with that many characters, they sure as hell recycle plot lines a lot. If I have to hear the term Phoenix Force or the name Apocalypse one more time, I think I'm gonna scream.
Then what makes the other reoccurring villains okay? You love Dr. Doom.
Because he doesn't do the same damn thing every time he shows up. Whatever, point is, no X-Men movies this year. Pity. Well, next up, Legendary gave us a tease of Pacific Rim 2, and God, John Boyega looks weird with the mustache. After that, Marvel Studios took over. They teased a major announcement for Ant-Man and Wasp that we'll be coming back to later. Then we learned that the Hulu Runaways series is gonna premiere on November 21st.
Wow, that's pretty far out.
What? No, this year.
But last time we talked about this, they said...
Yeah, well, the first time we talked about Incredibles 2, it was set for 2019. Look how that's going now.
That's fair, I guess. I'm just not used to things getting bumped up like this. That's just been happening a lot lately.
Well, better early than late. Alright, next there was a new Defenders trailer featuring Stan the Man Lee. Nothing really all that new in terms of footage, but it was cool hearing his voiceover. Then DC took over. Now, they didn't do their big Hall H presentation until later in the convention, but they did crank out some pretty big news. Looks like the Shazam movie is gonna be the next DCEU flick to go into production. And David F. Sandberg is officially signed on to direct. Still not sure how a horror director was the best choice to direct a movie about one of the silliest, most whimsical superheroes ever, but I'll reserve judgment until we see some progress.
Question.
What?
You seem to be really rooting for DC a lot lately. Wonder Woman change your mind about them?
Look, Rila, I've never been rooting against them. I've been dying for them to get their act together. I love DC. The Marvel movies are great for the most part, but I don't love them unconditionally. And some of the polish hasn't really been there with some of them. I want DC to start making good movies so the two of them can actually compete. Marvel and DC are at their absolute best when they're competing. It makes them really bring out their A material. Marvel's been dominating so much that they have been slipping at least a little. So I really want to see DC push the envelope, and then maybe we can get some of the best superhero movies ever out of both of them.
Wow, not the answer I was expecting.
Because you were expecting me to be a Marvel fangirl?
Kinda, yeah.
And that's the mistake most people make. It's fine to like one more than the other, but I don't care about allegiances and stuff like that. I just like good stories. Anyway, last up would be the games. And holy crap was there a ton of unexpected gaming news. Let's start with Spider-Man. So the upcoming Spider-Man game got a bit of story spotlight. There were mentions of a few characters who will be in the game, like Miles Morales was hinted at, so that's cool for anyone who likes him, I guess. Aunt May is apparently a pretty active part of the game, and then there's the big one, Norman Osborn. Yes, that Norman Osborn is gonna be the mayor in the game. The gameplay still looks amazing, spectacular. It looks awesome, man, I can't wait.
Yes, sister. Embrace the might of the puns. Be one with their power.
Like hell. We also got a look at Gamora gameplay for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So that's neat. The next chapter of Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy game is due out next month. Pretty cool stuff there. And then there was a peek at LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 featuring Kang the Conqueror as the main villain. Dude, that's gonna be amazing! Kang's one of Marvel's coolest villains. I wonder if that means Kang might actually be in the MCU eventually? The first LEGO Marvel game did feature Loki pretty closely based on the first Avengers flick, but to make things even cooler, apparently it's based on Kurt Busiek's Avengers Forever comic. Dude, Kurt's run of the Avengers is my favorite stretch of comics ever! This couldn't be more perfect!
Oh boy, the squee level's over 9,000.
And to make things even better, Kurt's apparently involved in writing the storyline! Dude, he's like my favorite writer! And he's perfect for a LEGO game! He digs deep into the history of the Marvel Universe! I can just imagine all the references and stuff! I can't wait for this, man!
Did you just giggle?
No.
You totally did!
Day 2! So, Walking Dead news was first for day 2.
Can you tell it's her favorite show?
Whatever. So, Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead had 2 panels. They revealed a couple of new trailers, but that was basically all the new stuff. Next, they brought out Game of Thrones.
Oh, so Walking Dead, but with dragons.
Nice. Also hauntingly accurate. But yeah, luckily most of the Game of Thrones panels over the years have been pretty uneventful. This was no different really, just another trailer and a Q&A.
Brace yourselves, the squee is coming.
Rila, I don't do squee.
So that cute little giggle before was...
That wasn't a giggle, it was a hiccup. Yeah.
That's the story you're going with, huh?
Shut up! Look, the next thing was Marvel again, and they kicked things off by talking Netflix. Man, I wish I could have been there. They revealed a new Defenders trailer, and it sounds like the action was way better than the first trailer. They also talked about bringing the Punisher into the Netflixverse, which is cool, I guess. Never was a huge fan of the character, but the guy does a good job. They talked about Elektra's role in Defenders, which I think is gonna be a big deal. Iron Fist was confirmed for a second season, and we even got a tease of Colleen Wing and Misty Knight teaming up. Dude, I cannot wait to see that! But I still gotta wonder when Misty's gonna get her robot arm.
Whoa there! Not to interrupt your squee fest, sis.
Rila, I do not squee, I geek out. There's a difference.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, robot arm?
Huh? Oh yeah. Misty Knight gets a robot arm in the comics, kinda like Winter Soldiers. Arguably better though. Actually, I wonder if she'll end up becoming a Defender herself. Oh man, I hope she does! That'd be kick-ass! They even teased the whole robot arm thing in the first season of Luke Cage. I half expected them to just do it there. But I think her character would have to be around a little more before it'd make a lot of story sense. Still, really looking forward to it. But then there was a panel for Legion and oh man, Doom! Dr. freaking Doom!
Give her a second. Favorite villains.
Admittedly, we don't know a whole lot, and I have no interest in Legion, so I didn't really pay a lot of attention to the news. I hear it's really good, I'm sure it's fine, just nothing I want to spend time on anytime soon. But holy crap, David Haller basically announced that he was working on another project for Fox, and all he said was, Dr. Doom. Dude, that could mean a Dr. Doom solo movie, or if it really is another Fantastic Four reboot, maybe this time they'll actually get the dude right. It's seriously not that hard, people. But yeah, I'm amped for this. Anyway, after that, they revealed a Gifted trailer and announced that the series won't be connected to the X-Men movies. Well, then there was DC. Now, there were some rumors that Ben Affleck might be dropping the Batman role, but the details of his leave were wildly exaggerated. There was something of a bombshell, though. Turns out The Rock won't be featured in the upcoming Shazam movie despite all the hype. So it looks like Black Adam won't be showing up until a sequel or something. I think it would be a pretty cool idea to show off some other Shazam villains. He does have other ones. He could play with the supernatural side of DC a bit more, for example. Oh, and there was news we may be getting a Joker/Harley Quinn spinoff.
Really?
Rila, you do understand Harley Quinn is like one of the most severe cases of Stockholm Syndrome ever depicted in fiction, right? Like, that's the entire complexity of her character.
Yeah, I know, but she's still funny, and in the animated series, she was so endearing. Plus, she's actually still really smart and tough. People don't really give her enough credit.
True. Still, I am kind of curious how they plan on making Joker a main player in a movie where he's not the villain. The dude isn't sympathetic, like, at all. I don't care how hard Killing Joke tries to make us feel sorry for him. No.
Fair enough.
Anyway, they moved on from there to a bunch of animation stories. Fans got to learn more about the upcoming third season of Young Justice, so that was awesome for them. It's gonna be called Young Justice Outsiders, and it's gonna feature a ton of new and returning characters, which is awesome. The original team graduated to full superhero status, so it could be cool getting to see them in mentorship roles. Then in live action news, DC announced that Zod and Lex Luthor won't make an appearance in Supergirl's third season, which I'm fine with. Related though she may be, Kara is not her cousin. She isn't a teenager in the show, so she has her own life and her own enemies that the show can utilize. More of those, please. Anyway, there was also a sizzle reel that introduced Black Lightning. And after DC wrapped up, Image took over with one big announcement. Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn, officially revealed a new Spawn movie in the works. Apparently, McFarlane's even writing and directing the thing himself. He wants to depict it as more of a horror flick than a superhero movie. Makes sense. Spawn is all about the spiritual stuff. Angels, demons, the whole 9 yards. And whenever angels aren't depicted as people with wings, they are some of the scariest things put to screen.
Oh, I watched you play Bayonetta against my better judgment. I know very well.
Hey, I warned you.
You did no such thing!
Anyway, they wrapped up with day 3, and oh man, they totally saved the best for last!
I think I'll use that giggle as my new ringtone.
Not dignifying that. Okay, so first up was DC's Hall H panel, and holy crap, I've heard some awesome things about it. First up, we got a badass new trailer for Justice League. Dude, please let this be awesome! Wonder Woman was a good sign, but this movie has to be awesome! And the trailer even teases Green Lantern! Dude, yes! That's what I'm talking about!
But you were pretty skeptical of that, continuity-wise, weren't you?
Oh, hell yes! I mean, we'll just pretend that Wonder Woman didn't do any superhero stuff in her, 80 years at large? 90? Fine. Her movie happened long enough ago that people just wouldn't know about her without doing some serious digging. So it still makes sense that people in Man of Steel were all surprised about the weird superpower stuff going on. But if they go with what they are planning for Green Lantern, there's no way in hell the world didn't already know superheroes were a thing! You cannot be stealthy with a Green Lantern ring! It's impossible! So as much as I'd love to see Hal kicking it with the rest of these guys, we'll see how much of it makes sense.
They also showed off some Aquaman footage, right?
They sure did.
Too bad you didn't get to see it.
Yeah, shame.
Jason Momoa really is looking like the perfect pick to play him, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm looking. Yep.
Riley.
Huh? Did you say something, Rila?
You can reel in your tongue whenever you feel like.
What? Wait a minute! Damn it!
Otta. You really ought to learn how to control yourself, sister.
Hey, Rila.
Yes?
Akatsuki. Otta, you really ought to learn to control yourself, sister. You know, I could snap her out of it, but I think I'll leave her like that for a while. Anyway, they also announced that Wonder Woman 2 is officially gonna be a thing. And in other news, people die if they are killed. Then it was brought up that the Flash movie is gonna be called Flashpoint. Alright, look, whatever you think of that story, I'm pretty sure most people agree that most of its impact comes from there already being a well-established DC Universe lore that people are familiar with. So the differences in the alternate timeline are way clearer and more interesting. But also, that would mean the Flash's movie is basically a glorified Justice League movie, and that would suck. Captain America Civil War could pull that off because the Captain America and Avengers movies all built up to it. This would be the Flash's first movie, not to mention the fact that we already have a decent Flashpoint movie. And that doesn't even get into all the implications of using it to reboot the DCEU. Yes, that's a conversation for another time, but it is a long list. There is the possibility that the movie is just using the name, but I would honestly like it way more if they just took some notes from the show and played around a bit with actual Flash lore. Yes, it's silly, but that's kind of the whole point. Flash is fun. Later, there was some talk about Batman. Specifically, they went over their plans to build on Batman by giving him his own sorta offshoot movie universe. Honestly, it's a cool idea. Like friggin' Batgirl's on the way? Dude, I am so amped for that! It would be cool to see other members of the Bat family in their own flicks. It's actually something Batman has that not too many other DC heroes do. Well, sure, there's Supergirl, Wonder Girl, basically the entire cast of the original Teen Titans being the sidekicks and all, but Batman also has multiple sidekicks and partners that could warrant their own movies. Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, even asshole Todd could get a shot. Now there's Spoiler, Orphan, Batwoman, this list just goes on for miles. So I would be totally down to see what they have in store. I would kill for a Titans movie featuring Nightwing, man. Alright? Now for Marvel. And this is where things got epic. Okay, so they cranked out a new trailer for Thor Ragnarok and a teaser trailer for Infinity War, and they were awesome. I can't believe how wicked those were. Seriously. Thor! The Thor movies have always been the weakest ones to me, but these were still mostly pretty solid. So seeing this was amazing. And they also showed off some footage from Black Panther, and what I hear sounds wicked cool. Good to see they're actually planning to use Claw because he's a really cool villain in the comics. Though I'm pretty sure they won't go the same direction with him, but oh well. Well, next, something I brought up before. Remember that Ant-Man and Wasp update I mentioned? Turns out Michelle Pfeiffer is gonna be playing Janet Van Dyne. Yes, that one. Dude, Janet is one of my favorite superheroes. I can't wait to see what she adds to the movie. The last really big thing from Marvel was all the coverage on the Captain Marvel movie coming up. There's a lot to cover. So apparently it's gonna be set in the 90s, which, I mean, okay. I don't really see a reason for it, but whatever. Nick Fury is officially gonna be in it, and apparently still have both of his eyes, which is interesting. Alright, then they showed off the costume, which, guys, I'll level with you. I've never liked the Captain Marvel costume. It just looks weirdly color balanced to me, and the mask looks goofy. And I don't mean that in a silly, fun way, I mean it looks stupid. The movie's take on it, it's better. Really close to the comics, but it doesn't have the iconic sash, which is sad. The color balance is a tad bit better, and it doesn't look like she'll have the mask, so yeah. The really big reveal of the Captain Marvel coverage, though? Dude, the Skrulls! The Skrulls are gonna be the villains of the movie! Yes! The Skrulls are like Marvel's biggest alien race! I can't wait to see how they deal with that! Though I do kinda hope there are at least some nods to the Kree. Ronan the Accuser back in Guardians of the Galaxy is heavily tied to the Kree, and Carol's powers have Kree origins, so it'd be pretty easy to connect things. Either way, I am so amped to see this movie! It's gonna be incredible! 3 female superheroes hitting the big screen so close together? It's a dream come true! Well, anyway, after Marvel left Hall H, DC TV took over. They showed off new trailers for Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Gotham, so that's cool. Flash is gonna be adding a few characters like the Thinker, the Mechanic, Abracadabra, and Breacher. And get this, Breacher is being played by Danny Trejo. Dude, that's just hilarious. And I'll be honest, pretty much all the other panels basically require one having actually kept up with all of those shows, which I haven't been. There weren't any earth-shattering announcements from any of them, so yeah. But then there was the Krypton panel. That was informative. Brainiac and Doomsday are gonna be in it? Seriously? How's Doomsday even gonna work? What could they possibly do to put him down before he gets to Earth for the first time? Unless he's just not evolved enough to be that bad yet. Well, they also teased Adam Strange, and honestly, I'm not sure the writer of the article I read really understands that Hawkwoman and Hawkgirl are two different people. Or maybe they're both gonna be in it, which would be weird as all hell. But they kept flip-flopping on the names, so I have no idea which one they want to show up. I'd assume Hawkwoman, but hey, I wasn't there. There are gonna be tons of other nods, too. Nods to the House of Zod, the Black Mercy plant from For the Man Who Has Everything. It's gonna be packed. Okay, that's basically... Oh, wait.
You are evil!
You're sure as hell one to talk. Enjoy Fantasyland?
Are you finished?
I can sit here and make fun of you some more if you want.
Not if you value your pride.
Oh, is that right?
Ada, careful not to let your head inflate too much, dear sister. We wouldn't want someone to pop it.
Huh, if I didn't know my dear sister, I'd swear that was a threat. But that can't be right. She knows better.
No threats here, only sisterly advice. You never know what prickly little secrets a person might know. Right?
Right.
Glad you understand. Now let's get back on with the show.
Sure. So that basically ends this year's convention season. As far as we care to delve into it anyway.
It's actually been pretty fun.
You know what? Yeah, it has. But next time, it's back to basics.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
If you liked what you saw, give that like button a zap. If you want to support the show, check out that Patreon link in the description.
Hit that left button to subscribe and that right button to visit the site for articles, reviews, and other stuff. This has been Bulletoon Weekly. I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always,
Stay tuned!